Look at what we have here. I am not gonna argue. Day one of hopefully the final scouting trip. The USA Trail in California is about to commence. It was about a 24-hour trip straight through. We found a couple places to eat and had to stop for gas, but it was pretty dang close to 24 hours before we got ready for bed. We kind of found this in the middle of the night as a place to stay, and not too shabby. Brad did his Durston tent. I did the van. This is Box Canyon Road outside of Mecca, California. Brad's off taking care of business. Had a sip of coffee, but hung out. Had a couple of barley pops just before bed and a short nap, and we're ready to get up and going. Before Brad throws all his stuff back in, this is basically the van layout for today. I'm not sure how we're going to do this yet. Man, it is getting warm already. The original plan was to go to a campground, set up camp there. We were hoping, the original plan was to get there early enough last night to set up camp and use it as a base packing site for a couple of days. The plan was to have the van there, ride the bikes north to check out a bit of the USA Trail where it comes off the Bradshaw Trail and heads to the south. If that all worked out well, then probably the next day we would follow the trail south. But man, it's not 9. I don't think it's 8 here. I have no idea what time it is. It's so confusing. But it's already getting warm. So I'm thinking there's a good chance the stuff around the Salton Sea between Bradshaw Trail and Westmoreland's drivable, even with the van. I think that's what we're going to try for our first go and see how that goes. And if it isn't doable in the van, we'll figure out a plan B. We're going to hit the road here pretty soon. I'm excited. I'm super excited. This is amazing. All right, day one update. First section. Basically from Bradshaw Trail up there, we're on the Coachella Canal Road, and this gets us to our resupply off the Bradshaw Trail. Ideally, be honest with you, we kind of cheated. Kind of got warm this morning, didn't it, Brad?
It got warm quick.
Got warm quick. Kind of happens in the desert.
Got cool last night and got warm.
It's actually feeling kind of comfortable now compared to the camp spot for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit of the Salton Sea. The Salton Sea's just over there. We have not taken the van all the way to Bradshaw Trail, but we checked out a good chunk of this road. I'm very confident it's perfectly fine for bicycle all the way to Bradshaw Trail. We're going to go ahead and turn around, check on resupply at a couple of resorts down here, see what that situation might be, and then check our other connector points. And then if everything goes together nice and smoothly, we... Wait, say that again.
Which it won't.
Okay. If we end up with time, we may come back here on the bicycles in better temperatures and ride this loop just to verify 100%. But we need to make sure all the other pieces connect first. And I'm really interested in that road over there now because that doesn't show on my map, I don't believe.
I think it's just a duff down into the flow ground over here.
Okay. The main thing was we were wanting to make sure this was not one big sand pit, and so far it is most assuredly not one big sand pit. That's fantastic. Now let's go check on resupply. That's important too. Any words of wisdom or thoughts, Bradford?
It's pretty out here, but it's also pretty sparse.
This is a 100-mile stretch with no resupply.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm wanting to make sure the pieces do work.
Yeah, none of this seems really fast, except for the stuff we've been driving on doesn't seem very fast.
This is an overnight trip on the bicycle to get through this. Not 2 full days, but
yeah,
probably a day and a half with an overnight.
Yeah, I could see that.
So you got to figure out how to carry that much water with you. And that's something we're probably going to sit down and talk about once we check all this stuff out, because I know that's one of your big pressure points is water.
Yeah, water's my comfort zone.
I would definitely like to hear your thoughts after we digest all this on how you might approach that. Oh, there's more than chicks. What are those things? Where are they? There they go. You probably can't see them. Mama and Daddy bird and a bunch of tiny baby chicks. Really cool, scurrying around. Like quail? Maybe they are. I don't know. We found what we think is a little oasis area. Brad's checking it out. Lots of greenery, big palms. And we're just above the resorts. There's a couple over there, and the main one we think we're heading to down here. It's called Fountain of Youth. So they're hot springs resorts. So there is wild water. Oh, and there's more whatever these birds are, it is definitely, is that brooding season? I'm not a birder, but all these baby birds, they're all over the place. You want to be able to carry 100 miles worth of water for the Blythe to Fountain of Youth section. But there are probably some fallback things on a worst case scenario sort of thing. Babies aren't with those. They don't bob around like quail, but I don't know. I'm an idiot. Leave a comment. Tell me what I'm seeing. We don't want people depending on... Oh, there they go. There's all the babies. Oh, okay. It's a quail thing going on. Plan to carry what you need to make the whole stretch. But if things go sideways, there is water to be had. So Blythe, California, to the Bradshaw Trail, down Coachella Canal Road to Fountain of Youth RV Resort. That looks solid. And then what we're supposed to do is Fountain of Youth RV Resort to Slab City, and then wind around the south end of the Salton Sea. That's the plan. Next, we're going to go into Fountain of Youth RV Resort because there's supposed to be a general store there, and just check out the amenities. And we're concentrating on Fountain of Youth because there are several resorts through here, but I think that's the only one that says they're open year-round. All the others are seasonal. Let's see what Fountain of Youth tells us, and hopefully keep it simple, stupid is the best approach. I expected Brad to be back by now. Hopefully he didn't fall in. It's gorgeous out here. You okay, Brad? We just keep chugging along. Made it through Slab City. If you have yet to experience Slab City, it's one of a kind. You're going to be impressed. No doubt about it. This is its own little slice of Slab City. The rest of it is completely different. But the route works fantastically from the Colorado River through Blythe to the Bradshaw Trail, down to Fountain of Youth RV Resort, where you can resupply there, through Slab City, and we've got a store up here at the town of Niland, I do believe. We're going to go check on that next. End of Scout Day 1, California. Man, we got a bunch done today. We're at 99.876% done now. I'm willing to call it done. We can make it happen one way or another now. I'm hoping we get the final stretch to the beach fine-tuned tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure what the timing of that's going to be. But recap for today, it was a busy day.
It was a busy day.
It was a busy day. And it seems like it's going to be a busy evening. What's Motorcycle Dude up to?
What's coming in here?
In the morning, possibly on the bicycles. It's just out the back door of our campground that we're at the moment. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to end up being too sandy. And I think we learned that the van is not the best scouting vehicle for rough or sandy roads. Is that a fair assessment, Bradford?
Yeah. It doesn't like the chatter and the ruddy stuff. It did fine on all that rocky stuff, but it's all those just undulations and stuff.
Particularly with heavy bikes on the back.
And it doesn't like the dips either.
It did not like the dips. It did not like the dips, but we have learned how to maneuver the dips at a diagonal angle. But
what a great campground.
We
talk about the weather.
We are we are at Tamarisk Grove. We discovered this on our last California trip. Stayed here with the dogs. And the really neat part about this campground is you roll out of here and go down about a block and to the right, and we found a bonus dirt road section that went up the mountain instead of the paved road that went up the mountain, and it's right out of this campground. I'm leaning towards just coming down 78 past all the Ocotillo wells, ATV campgrounds and hotels and stores and all that, resupply there, and then folks can come here and catch the dirt road, or you can go up to Borrego Springs proper, where there's a town with gas stations and liquor stores and hotels and stuff like that.
It's a major metropolitan.
Oh, it's, yeah, compared to everything else we've seen today.
That's true.
Compared to Slab City.
Oh my God. They're not ready for Slab City. It's like a post-apocalyptic world.
I asked you about it earlier, Brad. Did you have a chance to think about how you would do that 100-mile-ish with no resupply stretch across the desert on the Bradshaw Trail?
You've got that safety net that we talked about.
Share the safety net for those that weren't with us.
So you're basically parallel in a canal for how long?
30 miles?
Yeah. And then about every mile-ish, there's a break in the canal that has a pass-through, and the canal actually goes under you. And then on the other side is a small reservoir that's fed by the canal that's for wildlife, I guess I should say. And you could easily filter water out of there. Which
It would not be potable though.
no, you would have to filter it and or boil it. But regardless, it's something wet to get you through.
It's a safety net.
Yeah, it is.
I
I wouldn't rely on it.
I still say roll with the expectation you're carrying your 100 miles worth for a day and a half to 2 days.
Yeah, and if you were doing it in the season that store was going to be open, which was mid-October to, what'd you say, Easter?
To first week of April,
Yeah.
every day.
Then I think the weather is going to be fine for you to not get just burned up and dead out there anyways.
So how, in your world on your Fargo, how would you carry 100 miles of water? What would that look like?
Well, I typically travel with, when I do long stretches, I typically travel with 5 bottles anyways. I can't remember who to attribute it to, but I saw somebody that just had a bladder, an empty bladder in their bag that they just carried. And then when they got to a spot where they knew they were going to have water for a long time, then they just filled up their bladder.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of when I roll around with 5 bottles on long trips, I don't carry all 5 bottles full all the time.
Understood.
I'll fill up,
Is 5 bottles 100 miles worth for you?
that depends on the weather.
I would say in the desert, that sounds short to me.
Yeah, we used to drink a bottle every hour or every 20 miles, give or take.
You're not doing 20 miles an hour on this.
No,
So,
that's what I'm saying.
okay.
I was doing the math.
Okay. If you're doing the math and 100 miles takes you a day and a half,
Yeah.
how do you take a day and a half of water with you?
It'd be tough, man, especially what are you going to eat that night? You're going to need water for dehydrated meal or something, and are you going to make coffee in the morning? How fast are you planning on moving? How light are you planning on traveling? And how tucker are you going to be 3,800 miles into the route?
So
whatever it is?
my recommendation for anybody that's got the room either on a fork or on a rear rack or on the down underneath the down tube is to put an anything cage and a 3-liter Coke bottle in there.
Yeah.
You have it with you, maybe not the whole ride, but
Yeah.
when you go through Quartzsite, you buy a 3-liter Coke or whatever,
Yeah.
or an orange juice or whatever, or vodka or whatever, and you use an anything cage and a wall-off strap, and you carry that thing with you, and that's actually what you drain it. You drink one bottle and you fill from the big one, and you drink one bottle, fill from and you keep your small bottles everywhere else all to themselves, sort of thing. I like the have an empty bladder with you and just use it
Yeah.
when you need it idea. My only question on that, so how does that work? Do you already have the room in your bag for that full bladder at that point? How do you make room for that bladder when it's full, when you haven't had it full for 3,800 miles or whatever it is?
I mean, I don't know. It just depends on how loaded down you are.
And then there's always, maybe you just use the folded up backpack with the bladder every once in a while, sort of thing. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to some comments. I know we'll get ideas from other people, that 3 or 4 people that watch this video, where at least one of them will have an opinion. The second one will have a really bad opinion that we'll just delete, and we'll take it from there.
Comment. Pretty cool stretch though. Just I would plan on stopping at Fountain of Youth.
Fountain of Youth RV Resort has a general store with everything you need.
Yeah.
They also have, if the store happens to be closed, if it's after hours for the store, they have a water filter set up with a reverse osmosis.
Yeah.
Primo water or something is what they call it. And you said it was pretty tasty, right?
Tasty.
And what, it was $1 a gallon or something?
60 cents a gallon. Or $3 for 5 gallon.
Okay.
And it took card or cash. And that's available all the time.
Technically 24 hours, but you can't get in the gate 24 hours. And the thing about Fountain of Youth, they don't take tent campers there. There are other resorts in the area that do take tent campers.
But they're seasonal.
They're seasonal. Fountain of Youth is available year round, and they have the store. Over time, we'll get more details on the others as well, but to get the ball rolling, I would say plan on stopping in Blythe, loading up for 100 miles. That'll get you to Fountain of Youth. From Fountain of Youth, you can get to Niland, and there's another store. That's not far. That was 30 miles, 35 miles, something like that.
Give or take, yeah.
And then from Niland to Westmoreland, we're probably going to take some of that off. That's probably not more than another 30 miles there.
Yeah.
Then from Westmoreland, you're going to take mostly the highway basically to here, and you're going to stop in Ocotillo Wells. There's several convenience stores, some RV resorts. They're all around the dune buggy off-road ATV crowd that hangs out there. That's kind of seasonal, but there's stuff that's there year round. It's just the selection is slim, but you will want to load up with water there, because it's going to be a fairly long stretch from Ocotillo Wells to Ramona as well. And you could come by here and get some water at this campground. There'll be probably churches and stuff along the way, but I don't think there's other stores between Ocotillo Wells and Ramona, sort of thing.
I realized there was a raid.
That's where we round down the mountain. This is the switchback around from the mountain. But yeah, Tamarisk Grove campground. We're a little bit higher elevation because it got hot in the desert today. It got hot in the Salton Sea.
I think it touched 99 at one point.
And we got here and it dropped 8-9 degrees just getting to here. Yeah. And it's going to be a very lovely evening tonight. I guess Brad's feeling spunky. Hope he knows where he's going. Hope I know where I'm going. All right, so what we're doing, we are ride scouting the last, what's it, maybe 15 miles? I don't think it's even that much. Of the USA Trail. We're going backwards on about 8 miles of it to check. And yes, we are on the Coast to Crest Trail. This part I've ridden before, and in a bit, if I can find Brad and make sure we're on the same page. Basically, where we entered at, I haven't been on the trail past there because I had the catastrophic flat, but I knew I needed to reroute anyway. And hopefully we can talk to Brad and walk through it, and hopefully I'm guessing his navigation is working fine with it. The file was too big for my Wahoo, so it's not showing on the Wahoo. I do have it loaded on Ride with GPS. There he is. Thankfully he waited on me. I missed the riders meeting. Can you fill me in?
I was just reading this. It says the segment supposed to Crest Trail ends here, but it looks like we have to go back down there and get on.
Okay, so do you have the route loaded?
No.
My route?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought that was going to be Era.
Where are you going? No, you're not. I'm trying to explain it to you.
I thought there was a
There
down
is not.
Okay, then what am I doing?
That's why we're here. We're scouting
Okay.
to find the way to get here.
Oh, just to get here?
Yeah.
Because this says across this road right here.
It's not.
Oh, it's not.
No, that's what I discovered last time I scouted this.
Oh.
So we're trying my reroute. That's why we're here.
Oh. Should I load the route?
If you want to, or follow me, one or the other.
I can't keep up with you.
Obviously, you were well ahead of me. So here's my issue. Since I didn't break down that file last night, since we didn't have internet connection, and I didn't think this through properly, the big file I have is too big for the Wahoo. So my Wahoo does not have it loaded. So I'm not able to see. So I'm gonna have to stop every few feet and break out the ride with GPS until we're well on course.
Let me see if I got it real quick.
That's a good plan. Let's see how this works out for the rest of the day. That was a mistake. That's not gonna work. We're turning around and going back. It's a bunch of almost straight up and down, overgrown, single track that is just an absolute beating. And this is the expressway through here compared to what we were in. So we saw some trail on the way here that might be worth looking into, maybe. Oh shit. Okay, I can do that. There are some steep downs and ups on this thing. Not having it on my GPS is most certainly a pain in the ass. And this is ridiculous. See if turbo mode in the lowest gear can get us there, hopefully. Keep going. All right. Better than the other way when I did it. Had no idea how to set up for this thing. Oh man. It's not the end of the world. It's our worst case scenario is I just go back to the paved section that I was trying to avoid. There you are. That's enough of that shit. Nobody wants to go through that after 4,200 miles across the country. I guarantee you that. All right, you know where you're going? So to answer your question, did we answer any questions? The question we answered was my reroute's not gonna work. The one that I had mapped out.
Okay.
So basically, at least for the time being, at least for the initial version, basically that paved route that we just rode all the way.
Had a great bike lane.
It had a great bike lane. That's how I did it last time. So that's gonna be the same route. At least.
Watch out for snakes.
Watch out for snakes.
I am.
You got your fingers crossed, right?
So, I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, it's less than ideal, but it's perfectly bikeable.
Yeah.
And over time, we'll fine tune it. And when they get that coast to crest pieces put together, which they're obviously working on.
Certainly appeared that way.
It looks like the country club thing is still doubtful. So we'll see. But yeah, that's my long-term plan, is when they have the coast to crest continuous, that will make the USA Trail through here continuous too.
You want to make some phone calls?
Sure, you do that. I appreciate it. The flowers are amazing.
The scenery's going.
Are we in trouble here?
I was swimming and got the door.
Stop.
Let's go pay 12, please.
All the way around. It's what?
We'll cross you on the other side.
How does that work then? Because
Okay.
yeah, we weren't.
Yeah.
I'm just
So,
curious.
so how do we get back on the trail over there?
I'm not from there. Shoot. You know any other ways
We're
around?
just blindly following the trail
Oh,
as
that's
it's
really
on the computer.
Hearing that. It's crazy that it's Google or
This is Garmin. It's
Okay.
I think they pull from Google.
it's crazy navigation takes through an active train tracks.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that's what we're
here and we have to pull that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, man, but it's very tragic.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Okay.
It
So-
just sucks that they would build a trail and not have.
Because there's
some way-
obviously a trail there and there's obviously a trail
Yeah.
here. So the city built it that way,
Is
right?
there any way to go under the pier, under the tracks?
It doesn't go under there?
It would have to be back over the bridge, south, very that way, or you go further down and then cross somewhere down the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is wild.
Otherwise, I'd say, hey, I turn risk and I'm not here.
No, I'm not. No, we're trying to do it the way it's supposed to be done.
I appreciate
We're actually
that.
scouting a route to send people down, so we want to do it the right way.
This is literally the last couple of miles. It comes
Oh,
all the
shit.
way from Florida, and we're figuring out the very end piece.
Yeah, I've been putting together a piece at a time over 10 years, and this is the last piece.
I'm sorry to get in the way of that.
No, you're not. No, this is helpful. We want to do it right. That's my.
Yeah, we don't want people that have ridden 4,100 and something miles to get hit by a train. And
it's
coming
up
pretty soon. That's why I have
But it's just strange that hey, this is dangerous.
I think it shows other trail further south, and I think that's where that guy is going, and it parallels up there.
Okay.
So we'll see if we can see if there's another cross a little further to the
Thanks, guys.
south.
Y'all can't park here on the weekend. You know that.
That's a shame, because this was a cool section.
Yeah.
And this is why we scout. Yes, we go across. It's sand.
We're not going all the way to the beach now, are we?
That's annoying.
Is this the dog beach?
This is Dog Beach.
Okay.
This is the end point.
Let's go look.
Let's find out. See what this trail does here. Hold on, let's see if this is rideable. Let's check it out. Yeah, I don't think we can get up there. Look at you. Hello. Hello. Hey, baby. Hello. You're adorable. What's her name?
Nine. How you feeling?
You're a beautiful girl, Nye. Now look at me. And there we go. That's the one.